Hello and welcome to Fearless DIY Music. My name is Tristan Lass, and today I wanted to talk about this Classic Vibe 50s Stratocaster by Squier that I acquired recently. It's a 2016. There's nothing incredibly exceptional about it. I do really love the guitar and it's lightweight, but I'm not here to talk necessarily about this particular instrument, but I do want to talk about the wiring that I put into it. Instead of doing the classic Strat wiring, I did a G&L inspired PTB circuit, which just means Passive Treble Bass circuit. And what that means is that I have a full, let's see here, let's get my strap out of the way here. Completely ridiculous. All right, so what it means is that this is a treble control, a treble cut, and this is a bass cut down here. And I find this circuit incredibly useful for being able to shape different tones than what you can achieve with just a simple treble cut that most electric guitars have on them. It's a super useful circuit, and it's a relatively easy circuit to put together. Essentially, you've got an input going to the treble pot, and then going from the treble pot to the bass pot, out from the bass pot to wherever you want to send it. You can send it to your volume control, or you can put it as a global tonal shaping tool that goes straight to your output jack. I will have a diagram up, it probably has already been up, showing you how to wire one of these circuits yourself. They're very easy, and you can also put them in standalone enclosures just for fun to have just an outboard EQ that you can use, a really simple one and easy to build, that you can use on your pedal board or in your studio just for a little bit of extra tonal shaping on the fly. In addition to that, I wasn't sure how much I was going to like the PTB circuit, so I did put a bypass switch. I like to call it a blower switch in this case because this particular switch I have bypassing both the volume controls and the PTB circuit, running the pickup straight to output. I will also have a diagram of that particular mod up on the screen right now for you to do a quick screen grab so that you can try that one out. It's often called a bright switch, a blower switch, and it's super useful as well because you can have your own particular tonal options set up on your guitar, or you have your volume rolled a little bit, and then you can just hit your blower switch and you can get that boost on stage to be able to launch into a lead or something like that. All right, to begin with, I'd just like to, let's just go ahead, see what the guitar sounds like without using any of those controls. I have no treble cut going, I have no bass cut going, and I don't have the blower switch engaged. So let's just take a quick listen. Oh, whoops. I do have the treble cut engaged. All right, let's take a listen now. All right, so let's take a look at the treble control. So we'll roll that back a little bit. Roll it back all the way. And that's what you'd expect from a treble cut circuit. I kind of like to have it right about in there. And that just takes a little bit of the bite out of things. All right, let's go ahead and disengage that and take a look at our bass cut circuit. All right, when we engage that, things thin out instantly. Now keep in mind, we are on the neck pickup, and listen to how much that thinned out. And we'll go ahead and bring a little bit more bass in. So that is a very powerful control. When you're using high gain distortions, or if you find that your amplifier is being woofy in the studio or woofy on stage, having that bass cut is a huge advantage to have just on board on your guitar to really quickly just dial that back a little bit, and it'll get rid of some of those lower frequencies that are often undesirable in both live and recording situations. So that's the basis of that. Now, when you get a little bit more creative, let's go down to the bridge pickup. When you get a little bit more creative with the controls, let's say we put our treble cut about there, right about there. And then add a little bit of gain. Now you hear when I rolled back that treble cut a little, when I rolled the treble cut a little bit more, it almost gets into cocked wah territory. If we take a little bit more bass out, and what I find really cool about that is if you blend those, if you blend the bass and the treble controls in the right combination, you can get those cocked wah kind of sounds, which is really awesome to have on board as well. It just gives you basically like having an effects pedal on the floor, but you have it right there. And let's say you get that cocked wah set up and you're really happy with it. Let's go ahead and get that going again. There we go. And then you want to switch out of it, all you have to do is hit your blower switch. So, the conclusion here, or the takeaway here is that the PTB circuit, if you're bored with your usual tone control, or if you're dissatisfied with some certain tonal options on your guitar, the PTB circuit can be a very useful tool to coax some different sounds out of your guitar. It also makes your guitar much more flexible in a studio and live environment, because if you're running into trouble cutting through the mix, you're sounding muddy, you've got your bass cut. If you find that you don't have enough boost through the mix, you can also go ahead, cut the bass a little bit and keep your treble boosted. If your guitar is too bright, you've got the usual, treble cut control at your disposal. Then having a blower switch involved as well, all of a sudden you have, like, if you roll your volume back a little bit, or if you're playing with your tone controls, all you have to do is hit that push-pull, and all of a sudden it's like having a boost pedal on your board. So in essence, what I feel like with this particular wiring schematic that I have in this guitar, I feel like what I have is I have a boost pedal on board, and I feel like I've got a cocked wah if I want it, or, a fairly robust EQ section on my board. It doesn't replace like a 7-band EQ or something like that, but it definitely gives you a lot more flexibility. So I just wanted to discuss some options for messing with your controls. And if you look at it, the guitar looks normal. It looks like a regular Strat. And, it's not like a huge amount of mods or little switches or any crazy stuff like that. Really, the only thing that you have to mess with is you've got your push-pull. Other than that, it's pretty basic. And what's cool, too, I've got my volume rolled all the way. I hit that push-pull. All of a sudden, my guitar is back in business. All right. Well, I'd like to thank everybody who's watched up to this point, and I'd like to thank everybody who's watched anything so far. Subscriptions are still going up. I'd like to see them go up a little bit quicker. So please like and share. Anything that you can do to support the channel. The biggest way to support the channel is to just subscribe. Once we hit certain numbers, I'll be able to do more interesting things here, and it will open up some doors for us all. I love the comment section. Please leave a comment if you've done any of these mods. If you're a fan of the G&L PTB circuit, passive treble bass, or if you love putting boost switches on your guitars. I love reading the comments, and I look forward to seeing that. And we'll see you next time with more content. Take care.